Hey, what's going on, Spartan? So I want to say thank you to all those that got a chance to check out my last video. And I want to go over a video about grips. Now, there's a large number of different kind of grips that you can use when you're in these races. And each grip is very dependent on the obstacle. Some grips will have more strength and versatility in one obstacle than they will in another. But I want to go over just a couple right now that are basic, what we call stall grips. Now, one of the first grips I want to go over is the open hook. Okay. On a closed hook, my thumb will be around, or more like a C hook. On an open hook, my thumb will actually be wrapped around and only my fingers do all the work. Now, essentially, this grip is more about my fingers than it is my palm. When I take my thumb and bring it around, I'm going to be recruiting more of my palm than I will my fingers. So on the open hook, I'm going to take my hands here. I'm actually going to reach my palm straight across and wrap my fingers around. Now, all of the tension is going to be in my fingers than it will be in my entire palm because I don't have my thumb wrapped around. The other thing that this grip will give me is a larger range of motion. As soon as I take my thumb and I bring it around, what ends up happening is now my radial area right here is going to contract and tighten up. Now, this connects very closely to my bicep. It's going to limit a lot of my range of motion only because of that thumb right there. So now when I take the thumb out, I disengage any of the metacarpals in this area right here and my biceps, and it allows me to actually pull through a little bit more. Now, if it helps, just so you guys know, I'm actually on a box. I'm not floating. Okay, I'm not this strong yet. So we have our open hook and our closed hook. Then we have what's called the false grip. Now, the false grip is essentially I'm taking my wrist and bringing it 90 degrees. Now, at no point is this grip easier than the other. However, what this grip does do is this gives me a fail-safe so that when my hand slips from losing my false grip, it allows me to recalculate and adjust my grip. This will also keep tension from pulling straight down. And now if you've had any obstacle where there's a little bit of a spin to it, when you don't do a false grip and you're here, you'll slightly see the hand moving this way, rolling out. But in a false grip, since all of the tension is applied here into the wrist versus the point at which you're making contact, your weight is not actually coming down as much as it is going out and then down, and it's resting over the top of your bar, so to speak. It's like this. So here's my bar. Boom. Okay? Now, I want you to try those out. I recommend getting yourself onto a box, getting to a bar that you're comfortable with. You want to be able to stand and face the bar because we're essentially going to be working on how to lock into these grips rather than just hanging into them. So I'm going to get to a platform where I'm high enough to get to a bar. Now, if you have a bar that is lower that you could just stand right in front of, even better. So I start with my open C-hook. My thumbs are actually disengaged. I'm not wrapping them over. And I'm going to hang down, and I want to try to keep my wrists straight and prevent them from slipping. That's what I want to prevent. So I come here, and I bend down. Now, I'm going to try to come up, like a pull-up. But I'm also, since I'm on a platform that I can use here to push into, instead of a band, I'm not going to be swinging back and forth. I can go rigid and straight and pull straight up. What I'm doing right there is I'm giving myself an opportunity to understand how much tension I'm applying into my grip. Then I do the same thing with my false grip. I come this way. Notice how my arm kind of comes over my wrist, and then I come down. Now you're going to notice that you have less range of motion on a false grip than you do with a hook. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to give that puppy a shot. Tell me how it works. Let me know if you need any additional helps. Shoot me a comment. And if you like this video, then please hit that like button and do me a favor and subscribe. I'm Coach Joe, and if you need any help, let me know. Otherwise, I'll catch you at the finish line. Aru!